First tonight, it's been 3 months since geologist Daniel Robinson went missing from his work site in a remote part of the desert in Buckeye.
And now for the first time, we are finding out what police have learned about the days before and after his disappearance.
Okay, so this brother's a geologist. This is a high value brother. I know online you see a lot of pseudo sun scientists talking about we were the first this, we were the first that, we invented this, we was here first. One thing none of those brothers have ever done, they've never dug up one rock, they've never been on one expedition, fact-finding expedition, they've never studied nothing, they've never looked at one artifact, nothing. That's why I told you the other day, glacier gliders don't even take that stuff serious. They don't even respond to all those claims. We're the first this. We invented that. They don't even respond. They don't even say, man, look, man. No, you didn't. Because it's not even worth it. Because real scientists are out there doing the work and coming up with the findings and recording it in the journals and all the books and whatnot and making all the discoveries. And this brother's a real scientist, a geologist. And CNN must have heard me because they're doing what Joy Reid isn't doing, at least for a few days. These families of missing Sun people are frustrated with the lack of response to their cases. Gabby Petito case, the missing Americans you don't hear about. And then the Huffington Post. The Huffington Post is the wokest newspaper, one of the wokest papers or publications on the planet. And they never talk about missing Sun people. And just 1 hour ago, shout out to Gabby Petito, man. Gabby Petito may have saved hundreds of lives. Now, the reason I only said hundreds because they're only going to do this for a few days, but Gabby Petito, man. Salute Gabby, man. From the grave, Gabby Petito done put it down, man. She done made Black Lives Matter, man. Gabby Petito done made Sun Lives Matter. Ain't that something? From the grave. Now, just a little tidbit, just a little education for you guys. And make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you take the $5 challenge. Make sure you share these videos. Geologists are scientists who study the earth, its history, nature, materials, and processes. There are many types of geologists, environmental geologists, who study human impact on the earth system, and economic geologists who explore for and develop Earth's resources are just two examples. Okay, so they study the Earth, solid, liquid, and gaseous matter that constitutes the Earth and other terrestrial planets.
First tonight, it's been 3 months since geologist Daniel Robinson went missing from his work site in a remote part of the desert in Buckeye.
And now for the first time, we are finding out what police have learned about the days before and after his disappearance.
Here's ABC 15's Courtney Holmes.
Daniel Robinson's state of mind, a recurring theme in this report as police try to piece together what happened to the 24-year-old. Daniel was last seen by a coworker on June 23rd, and according to this police report, was acting odd at his job site just before driving away. But in the days prior, the report says Daniel was also behaving oddly with a woman he'd met while working a side job for a food delivery service. After only a few days, texts revealed he'd show up unannounced. The report says he told family that he was in love with her. It also says photos on his Instagram account appear to have been removed since he'd gone missing.
So he met a girl while working part-time as an Uber driver. Think about it, this brother's a geologist and he's still working part-time. Very high value brother. Getting that extra money, man. And salute to all the Uber Eats, DoorDash, Postmates drivers out there, man. I be burning up some Uber Eats and DoorDash. It's a good job. I know people who do it, man. Make some extra money on the side. So this brother, hard working brother, man. And I'm pretty sure, being a geologist, being out there in Arizona, he probably was involved with a glacier glider. Okay? I wonder what y'all think. What's the odds? I think it's 1,000% he was dealing with a glacier glider. Or on Brita. And madly in love, 24 years old. Said he started acting strange. Young people do that, man. Now he's missing. Yeesh.
Daniel was last seen by a coworker on June 23rd, and according to this police report, was acting odd at his job site just before driving away. But in the days prior, the report says Daniel was also behaving oddly with a woman he'd met while working a side job for a food delivery service. After only a few days, texts revealed he'd show up unannounced. The report says he told family that he was in love with her. It also says photos on his Instagram account appear to have been removed since he'd gone missing. Still no clear answers about what happened. And in an appearance on CNN, his father, David Robinson, says it took police too long to start searching for them in earnest.
So the dad says it took police too long to start. But y'all said defund me. Listen, man, I'm tired of this, man. It's too early. Maybe if they waited 5 years before they started complaining about the police. These people waited like 3 months from protesting and burning everything and disparaging them everywhere and talking cash, SHI, sugar honey iced tea about them. And just blaming everything on them till like 3 months later. Oh, well, y'all ain't doing enough. That just is a pet peeve of mine. It irks my spirit when I hear a Sun person who not on the internet, not on YouTube, a non-YouTuber, because y'all seem to think that it's more conservatives, Sun conservatives than there really are because y'all be on YouTube. Go to Twitter. All of these people are woke. It irks my nerves when I see a Sun person whining about the police ain't doing enough. When I know y'all, I was around y'all. Y'all were protesting and demanding less police up until the beginning of this year.
And in an appearance on CNN, his father, David Robinson, says it took police too long to start searching for them in earnest.
Once Daniel became missing, we realized that I think the quick action wasn't there quick enough, first of all.
The report shows the family requested a helicopter search on June 24th. Didn't happen until June 25th. Police didn't actually enter his home until July 6th, almost 2 weeks after he was reported missing. Civil Air Patrol, which conducts searches, wasn't contacted until July 7th.
Well, I mean, golly, okay, I get it. This is not normal. The other 10,000 glacier glider women, besides Gabby Petito, that are missing, aren't getting all this police attention because they didn't go missing in the national park. And the reason the federal FBI is involved with Gabby Petito's case is because she went missing in a national park, and that's federal land. That's under the feds. It's not under the city or the state. That's under the feds. The FBI automatically gets the case. Now, I'm assuming this guy may have gone missing. Maybe he didn't because the feds aren't on the case. So the father demanded a helicopter search on the 24th. And they didn't do it till the 25th. Well, golly, man. Come on, man. I mean, and listen, I know the dad's worried sick because, his son's missing. But I think some people are seeing what's going on with Gabby Petito and the high profile case this is. They actually have the suspect and they let him get away. So they're like, it's kind of like if anybody see The Usual Suspects. Well, The Usual Suspects ended after Kaiser Soze walked out of the station, the police station. But if that movie, if they had had a part two, it would have showed them scouring the whole eastern seaboard looking for that guy. Because they had him and he let him go. And he went off the radar. That's what a lot of this stuff you're seeing with Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie is about. They had the guy and they let him go. They didn't have him in custody, but they knew where he was. And then they didn't arrest him. They didn't bring him in for questioning because they didn't have enough evidence at the time. But some people see that and they're like, man, no, it's a lot of factors that are into that case. But I hope they find his brother's remains, man, or him alive. I'm not optimistic because people just don't go missing. You got to eat, sleep, contact people. Like, I can't be without my cell phone if I don't know where if I pat my pocket and I don't feel my cell phone, my heart drops. And it could be in my back pocket or left in the car or something like that. But I gotta be with my phone all the time. And this guy's not been with his phone. Like I don't believe he's missing. I think brother's gone, unfortunately.
So once Daniel became missing, we realized that I think the quick action wasn't there quick enough, first of all.
The report shows the family requested a helicopter search on June 24th. Didn't happen until June 25th. Police didn't actually enter his home until July 6th, almost 2 weeks after he was reported missing. Civil Air Patrol, which conducts searches, wasn't contacted until July 7th. And when his Jeep was located on July 19th, it was by a rancher.
And as you can see, the brother has one arm. One of his arms is not, either he lost it in an accident, I don't know, or he was born like that. But one of his arms is not fully developed or full length or full. It goes to like the forearm. He only has one arm up to the forearm, which even makes this brother more remarkable to overcome that, because geology is, that's work, man. You digging up dirt and you sifting through dirt and you going through caves and tunnels and climbing mountains and pushing over boulders. Like, that's work, Jack, being a geologist. So it's salute to this brother. He's even more of a hero, more of an inspiration, more of a somebody who your kids should look up to, having overcome a disability, man.
And when his Jeep was located on July 19th, it was by a rancher. Daniel's brother says he believes police are doing what they can to find him now. But
had they been quick about it in the beginning, we wouldn't be here 3 months later still searching for my brother and still looking for answers.
Now, bruh, that's a very, assumptuous, I don't know what the word, presumptuous statement. If they had been looking for him earlier, they wouldn't be. How do you know that? There's thousands of people missing in this country that haven't been found. The notion that if the police had dropped everything and just, you don't know what was going on in that city, how the resources, because they've been defunded. You don't know what unit they had to pull people off of, what other unit they had to link up with, whatever jurisdiction they had to bring in to help out. But to assume that it's a guarantee they would have found him if they would have sent the helicopter up the day before, That's very presumptuous, brother. I don't mean to be rude either, man. It's just like, how do you know that? And I know this brother's going through a lot. His brother's missing, and he's probably emotional, really emotional. But there's no guarantee you're going to find anybody that's missing. That's not a guarantee.
Daniel's brother says he believes police are doing what they can to find him now, but
Had they been quick about it in the beginning, we wouldn't be here 3 months later, still searching for my brother and still looking for answers.
Courtney Holmes, ABC 15, Arizona.